Welcome back to G40 Alt Universe. It is round 7 and it is time once again for the US, the UK and China to have their turns. Just going to jump straight into this one. So for purchases for the Americans, we've got 2 transport ships, 2 infantry, 1 artillery. We've got 6 destroyers in a stack of 4 and a stack of 2, and 1 submarine, and this will come to the grand total of 78 all spent. 1 combat move for America this turn, and it is here in Sea Zone 55 against the Japanese destroyer and the Italian submarine we have in there. We're going to send in 1 destroyer, and we're going to send in all of our air units that we have that can get in there. So off the fleet, which is in 35, we've got 5 fighters and 1 tactical, and we've also got a couple more tacticals up top in US 5. They're going to fly down 1, 2 and 3. We'll have 2 movement points left, and the Strat bombers as well, 3 of them. I'm going to move 1, 2 and 3. We'll have 4 movement points left. They'll probably return to US 5 though, so I'm going to leave the other 2 there for now. Let's move them down, not to confuse things. That is it. That's the only combat move for America. Feels slightly underwhelming, but hey, that's all we can really do at this point. So let's get rolling. Here we go. Alright, so we have a destroyer, and we also have, 5 fighters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters. We have 3 tacticals, and if I don't get 2 hits here, then I'll be damned. Oh, we also got 3 bombers. Let's not forget those. Let's roll this. Need 2 hits, and I only get 1 out of all of that. This is why you bring the bombers. Unreal. Oh, crumbs, just dropped all the dice. But I've still got 3 reds to roll, thankfully. If I can find one. There we go. 1 more hit needed here, and there we go, 3 hits. Returning fire though, we have the submarine and the destroyer. Let's see if they can claim back. A hit, 2 misses. So brilliant result there for the Americans. So we've cleared that sea zone of the evil Japanese and Italian warships. Into the non-combat phase then for the US. Let's see if I can position this nicely. So the fleet, the main fleet here, all of it, we've got a bunch of stuff, aircraft carriers, all this is in there too. It's going to move 3 spaces, 1, 2 and 3 here to 83, Sea Zone 83. And we are going to land the 2 tactical bombers as well here, that came from US 5. They've got 2 movement points left. They're going to move 1, 2 and then land on the 2 remaining of the 2 slots we have on our carriers. So we filled those up nicely. Destroyer stays there. The transport ships. Right, let's get a bit closer here so we can see what's up. We have, let's land the bombers so they're out of the way. They're going to go back to US 5. Unfortunately, there's nowhere I can see that's really safe for them at the moment, especially as they don't defend. We have 7 transport ships in total. I've split them up into 3 sort of groups so I can better understand what I'm doing here, because my brain isn't very good. So we've got 3 transports picking up 3 infantry and 3 artillery. We've got 3 transports picking up 5 infantry. And we've got 1 last transport. Well, these all came from UK 10, of course. The last transport is going to pick up the infantry and the artillery. And that's from the US 6. And then they are all going to move down to the rest of the fleet. Sorry, I'm fumbling with this a bit today. They're going to move down here to Sea Zone 83. Bam, just like that. And that's it for non-com on this side of the world. Let's see what we've got over here. 2 infantry from US 11 moving into US 17. Balls, so clumsy today. And we have a tank going 2 spaces to US this one, and the fighter as well, moving over here. So the tank going to US 6, and the fighter, I guess we'll put the fighter in US 5 as well. Is that it? I think so. Yeah, let's do that. Placements of units then. We're going to put the 2 transports in 29, the infantry and the artillery in US 5. I'm going to put the destroyers, or 4 of the destroyers, in 29, and then 2 destroyers and 1 submarine here in 35. On second thought, we'll do 1 destroyer in 35 and 5 destroyers in 29. Like so. Okay, that's it for America. Let's see how much we collect. Looks like we're at 57 on the chart. We have our usual, 58 on the chart. We have our usual 2 national objectives. So that's plus 20. So we will once again collect 78 IPCs for the Americans. The UK will purchase 4 infantry and 2 tanks in separate stacks like this. So 2 infantry in a tank and 2 infantry in a tank. And this will come to 24 IPCs, meaning we will save 1 in the bank. And the UK actually has some interesting combat moves. First of all, this one, which is a bit of a risk, but it paid off last time when I did Russia's turn. Let's see if it pays off again here. 2 Italian infantry here in UK 28. We're going to go in with our Air Force. That's a tactical, a fighter, and another fighter, and 1 infantry. Will I regret that? Let's see. So that's that one. We also have this battle here. I'm going to get a bit aggressive now with our UK fleet. We've got a battleship, a cruiser, and an aircraft carrier going in here against this transport and submarine belonging to the Japanese. And the last combat move for the UK is, oh wait, no, there's 2 more. We're also going to go after this Italian destroyer in 84 with a destroyer and cruiser from 56. And what else? The last one is, we have a transport in 35 picking up an artillery from UK 10 and moving down 1, 2, and 3 to 83 along with the American stuff, and that's empty. UK 19 is empty, so we're just going to waltz in there and grab that back. Hurrah! So that's +2 for the UK. We're going up to 14 and down to, for the Japanese, down to 60 on the IPC chart. So while we're here, let's do this battle first in this C Zone 84. Where we have a cruiser and a destroyer. Up against the destroyer, please get a hit. We do, we get a hit. The cruiser hits. See, cruisers aren't losers. Will the Italian destroyer get a hit though? Let's see. It is a hit, so it's going to be a destroyer for a destroyer in C Zone 84. But we have successfully taken that guy out, and will enjoy +5 bonus this turn for the UK economy. That's that one. Let's now move on to this one here in Not India, where we have 2 defending Italian infantry getting attacked by 1 infantry, 2 fighters and a tactical bomber. This could spell disaster should the invaders or the defenders get 2 hits. We've got an infantry, 2 fighters and a tactical, and we will throw in the blues as well, all in one. See what happens here. Fingers crossed. We get 2 hits, 3 hits. The attackers, or the defenders rather, also get 1 hit. So, okay, we don't get to take control of the territory, but we've eliminated 2 defenders in exchange for 1. Lastly, the battle for 109. This should be an easy one as well. Let's go ahead and roll this one. We've got, what have we got? A cruiser and a battleship against a defending sub that actually gets a surprise strike roll because there's no destroyer present. Let's see what we get here. It is a miss. And we miss as well. Let's try again with the sub. Ooh, look at that. Very close to being a hit. Thankfully it wasn't. Let's see if our battleship can wake up. It does. We get a hit. And the enemy does not. So we've cleared the submarine out of C Zone 109, and we've also cleared the transport ship as well. Long live that fleet. Though I can't see it actually living very long. Non-com. We're going to move the fighters and the tactical back to Not India. And here is a reminder to Contango that this C Zone is now being disrupted by convoys. Got these cool things from HBG recently. Hopefully that will help me remember to actually do the convoys. What else? Let's see. We've got our British fleet in 56 moving down to join up with the Americans in 83. We've got a Strat bomber in US 5 staying put. That's it. UK doesn't have any other forces anywhere. So let's place our units, and you know where they're going. We've got 2 infantry and a tank in UK 10. And we have 2 infantry and a tank going into not India. Collection of monies, we are at 14 on the IPC tracker. We saved one IPC at the beginning of the turn, and we have one national objective, which is to have our shipping lanes open. So 20 IPCs for the UK collected this turn. China, last but not least. I should have done China first, actually, shouldn't I? I just realized that. Thankfully it hasn't affected anything. We're going to buy 8 infantry in a stack of 3, a 3 and a 2, and this will come to 24 IPCs, meaning we'll save 1. Straightforward turn for China, no battles really to speak of. We're going to march one guy into C22 and liberate that, so that's +1 up to 21 for China and down to 59 for Japan. And likewise over here we have another walk-on, which is from J7, 1 infantry moving into C16. So once again, Japan down to 58, China up to 22, and bingo. Non-com, everything in C15. How many infantry is that? I think that's 14 infantry and 1 artillery moving to C8. And that's it. Let's actually move this guy as well, C18 to C19. And that's, I think, all we're going to do for China. So let's... oh, I need to do convoys as well. See, even though I've got these chips, I forget still to do the convoys. Placement of units, though, we're going to do... let's do 6 infantry in C22. And then we'll do 2 infantry in C19. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so collection of monies. We are at 22. We saved 1. And we have 1 national objective, Soviet support. So 25 for China again this turn. Let's just resolve this UK convoy here, this pesky submarine in C zone 88. 2 dice to roll. Come on. The economy is already in absolute tatters. Let's see if we can not lose 3 or more IPCs. I've got 2 dice in there already. Oops, that's not really... There we go. Oh, you bastard. So that's -3 for the UK economy. We're going to go down from 20 to 17 money on hand. So that's a shame. Never mind. That's it though for this round. So let's just recap. Starting off with America. Up in US 5, we have 5 infantry and 2 artillery. We also have 3 strategic bombers and 1 fighter, and also 1 UK bomber. US 6 has a tank. Just off the shores here, we have in 29 4 transports and 5 destroyers. 35, 1 destroyer, 1 sub. 55, 1 sub. C zone 83. We've got 9 infantry and 4 artillery aboard the transport ships, of which we have 7. We've also got our main fleet. God, my brain isn't working today. Our main fleet, which has, as well in 83, we have 5 destroyers, 3 submarines, 3 cruisers, Got our 4 aircraft carriers with 5 fighters and 3 tacticals. We got 2 battleships. The UK also has a battleship, aircraft carrier and destroyer in that sea zone, as well as a transport. And we have a 1 cruiser here in 84 as well. 1 artillery belonging to the UK in UK 19. Over here in not India, we have 11 infantry. We've got 2 mech. We've got 2 tanks. We've got 1 artillery, 3 AA guns and 2 fighters and a tactical bomber. The UK 2nd Fleet here in 109, 1 battleship, 1 cruiser, 1 aircraft carrier. Hopefully it goes down with a bang. And for the US forces up here, we've got US 17, 2 infantry, we've got 4 mech, and we've got 3 tanks. You know what? Do we move that stuff? Nah, let's leave it. That's it for the US. And finally, we have China. 1 infantry in C20, 1 infantry in C22. In C19, we have 3 infantry. In C16, we have 1 infantry. C9, 1 infantry. C8 has 14 infantry and an artillery. C2 has 6 infantry. And down here, you've still got a butt ton of infantry. I think that's 28 infantry. So yeah, that's it for this round for the Allies. Next up is Italy. Let's see what they do. Best of luck, and see you in the next round. Cheers.